Okay, so I'm sitting here with the main man, Daniel. He went from 4K a month to 33K a month in 3 months. It's been a really, really cool journey. This goal is just more going to be about, I think you were stuck at like that, like 5 to 8K a month in rev and even lower in cash for quite a while till like we started working together and actually like broke past now, done over 33K cash this month and like 50K rev. Or ending the month at 50K rev, like just running through what got you there and how anyone who's watching can replicate it. Yeah, do you just want to give like a quick intro to what you do and what the experience has been like?
Yeah, so we've been doing ecom for a couple of years now, and we basically were mainly focused on our ecom stores through Etsy dropshipping, Facebook Marketplace, and eBay and stuff like that. And we wanted to give the info part a big crack because we wanted to help guys escape their 9 to 5, earn an extra 1 to 2K, and then 3K and scale up to 5K a month using these stores with low investment. And basically, we had the school set up, the Discord set up, and we were running this for like a couple of months, the community side of things, but we never actually decided to push the personal brand, push the whole info side of things. So that's why we were doing like 5 to 8K in revenue, like some guys jumping on, but it was not consistent, honestly. Like we had guys like just reaching out to us. We were just waiting for people to reach out to us. We had no outreach. We had nothing like going for us content wise. We weren't like consistent with content. We didn't have a clue what we were doing at all. And basically, we didn't have the structure or any of the framework or any of the foundation or any of the idea of what we were doing in terms of getting clients. So we were doing about 5 to 8K revenue, just hoping people reach out to us. No consistency. A lot of the times we'd done that on the last day of the month. You know, we pulled some strings to do all that on the last day of the month. And yeah, that was when I reached out to Siggy and Liam in November. And I'd been speaking actually with them before in the DMs, but I just decided it wasn't the right time. So I reached out in November, and I knew going into the call that I liked their system, I liked their framework. They had a formula. Rather, there was plenty of other coaches I was talking to and plenty of other people who help businesses scale, and they didn't really have a set formula. They didn't really have a set system that they actually implement. Rather, with Siggy and Liam, with the follower ads and everything, and I knew you could build your personal brand really well this way, it was just the right move for me because it killed so many birds with one stone. So therefore, I went into the call knowing that I was going to go ahead. So yeah, fast forward, we were doing absolutely amazing, and we've got consistency. Like there's not a week goes by where we don't get a close. Rather, as before, we were just like hoping by the end of the month that a few people would reach out to us and jump on board. And now we've got like we've got 10, 15 people in the DMs, probably 100 followers a day we were doing at one stage. And yeah, it's been amazing. It's been absolutely crazy.
What were the things you like tried before? Like when you were at like that, 5 to 8K rev, whatever that's in cash, like 3 to 5K cash, and you were like, and that was also inconsistent. Like, what were the things that you tried before coming to us?
Yeah, so content was like, and like I was posting YouTube videos. They weren't scripted, they weren't planned. I was just posting, like they were shit quality, and also that wasn't bringing in any leads. I was posting story sequences mostly, and they were shit too. But I was mainly voting polls was where I kind of got a lot of clients. And call to actions once a month I would do that, and that's where these guys reach out to me, and then I would nurture them over time throughout the month. And that was basically my system, because the content wasn't good quality enough or wasn't directed enough to actually bring in leads. All that was coming through was from my stories, putting up a picture of the laptop, like putting up a picture with the guys out abroad or at the beach with a laptop or whatever. That's what brought in my clients before.
Okay, makes sense. Well, like what would you say are like the main 3 things that we helped you with to actually get you to this point?
I 100% think that this was the best decision I ever made in terms of, it was the whole content side. It was having a content strategy laid out for me in terms of like, you guys had the answers for everything that I asked in terms of YouTube, in terms of Instagram, Reels, everything. And the stories and how you should actually present yourself online, which was just a huge step up for me. And that's why the minute we implemented that, it was like clients started coming to us like within a few days of implementing it. They just started coming to us. And also the biggest thing as well is just having direction, just having someone that you can turn to, because you guys have seen so many offers now at this stage. You've seen so many offers that like anything that we're going through, you've seen probably 10 people already go through it. So that's the biggest thing for us as well. And yeah, just having that support and also seeing other guys in the community as well actually like getting to where we are or else way ahead of us. So yeah, it's motivating as well. You need it. I don't see how anyone can do it without it.
Sick. Okay. And so Like, what do you feel like? Obviously, like you had more of a strategy for IG and YouTube. Besides that, what was it that you feel like kind of was the reason you were able to like get that consistency of lead flow, consistency of close book, and like actually scale past 30K a month, everything.
Well, that's it. It's the system overall. So it's like everything that you guys teach is like a whole ecosystem. So it's like every part matters. The setting matters. And I know for a fact now the setting is so important. And it's having this setting system, and you guys give the framework for the setter, how to hire a setter, and the setting flow. And then also you've got the YouTubes doing their job. And then you're posting reels every day. You know what I mean? I just needed someone to tell me that I had to post a reel every day. And when I'd done it, we started getting a lot more results. So it's the whole ecosystem. That like just these simple little things that I could have been doing all along. And when I started doing them, like things just changed within 20 it was 20 days we made 25K within 20 days. This was revenue. It was revenue, but it was still really good for us. Like it's more we probably did in 2 or 3 months like.
Yeah, so was that like the first 20 days or no, the first 20 days of this month, correct?
The first 20 days of when we started running follower ads, we hit 25K.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so pretty much from like 5K in a month to first 20 days of, or I mean 5 to 8K rev in a month to first 20 days running follower ads, 25K, that's really good. And also like on the sales aspect of it too, like you know the ads and the content are resonating really well. I think you mentioned you were sitting at around 80% close rate.
Yeah, we were the whole month of January up until the third week, like we were sitting at an 80% close rate. You know what I mean? So the closers are dialed. We found out where the market was for us and what we were doing, which was actually very close to home, and which means we're able to relate to the ICP a lot more. And the closers are able to relate, the settings are able to relate, so therefore there's like an 80% close rate. The second week of January, we were running at a 90% close rate, 90% for the whole week. It's nuts.
Sick. Okay. What difference do you notice in like how it feels to run like a 30K a month business rather than like a 5K a month?
It's huge. It's actually huge because a lot of the things with ecom, like what we do is like cash flow, right? So we might make a lot of money, but it goes back into products and suppliers and everything else as well, and paying the team and everything. So having this business that's able to like go from generating a bit on the side to being able to generate 30 or 40 or 50K in a month is like just giving us so much more freedom. It's given us so much more freedom that we actually don't even have to think about like, okay, we need to keep this cash aside. There's just an abundance of cash aside. So running a business like that has made a huge difference to us in terms of like being able to actually just pay teams a bit more, hire some more guys, and it really like you need money to make money, you know? That's the thing.
What was your like experience with like the actual like fulfillment itself? Because it's a big thing in this industry where people, they kind of get, service delivery is really, really bad. You never even really get to speak to the fucking person you bought from, and they put like some like 3K a month CSM in a Discord channel with you. Like, how do you feel like the actual like fulfillment experience has been as a client?
Yeah, so that's my favorite part. Obviously, you have the whole one-on-one support, which is unbelievable, and it's actually from you guys, and you have a weekly call booked in. You guys actually suggest to book the weekly call, so I'm on it every week without a choice. There's group calls, there's like a lot involved, and the thing is, I've talked to other like people who scale businesses and everything, and they're like, right, we'll just do this VSL funnel and this is what we're going to do, but you don't learn about anything else. There's so much more that goes into it. Like your whole fulfillment in terms of like, you basically have content based around VSLs, you have content based around story sequences, you have content based around YouTube, everything you can think of to do with an info business, you guys have the information for. So it's not like you're just paying a scaling coach or whatever just to like sort out a VSL funnel and that's it, and you don't even know how it works or why it works. You guys are actually coaching people how to build all aspects of a funnel in your business, So, and the fulfillment has been great in terms of, it's probably the one thing I've actually invested in, like coming up through ecom and everything. I invested in mentors, and you're slightly disappointed compared to what you thought. Well, this is definitely one of the first things I've invested in where I was like, holy shit, you know what I mean? We went to the moon straight away. Like within 20 days, like the investment was back and paid for, so it was unbelievable, definitely. And if you're sitting on the fence, like you're risking like not taking your business to those months that you really want to hit, You know, you're actually risking that. That's the biggest risk.
That was going to be my next question, actually. What would you
Go
say to anyone who's on the fence?
ask it anyway. Ask it anyway.
What would you say to anyone who's like on the fence considering whether they should join or not?
Bro, I reached out in July and yeah, had a small chat. I didn't end up hopping on the call, but I've been watching you guys' content and everything, your system, since July. It was November when I hopped on. If I implemented what you guys had to offer in July, holy shit. Like, and the thing is, anyone sitting on the fence, you're literally risking like not hitting the months you want. So you're risking not hitting that 30k month, that 50k month, that 100k month. And the longer you wait, like you're just leaving all those times when you could be accumulating better months with this info business, especially if you don't know what you're doing currently with your info business. You need to get help from the guys that do, and I've done this 100 times. And anyone sitting on the fence, it's genuinely it's one of the best things I ever did. You know, it's obviously like 25k in revenue. That's 4 times the amount that we were making any other month in the first 20 days. So like the results speak for themselves.
Good stuff. Awesome. Okay, no, that's it, bro. Any final words?
Yeah, just appreciate Siggy and Liam, like the stuff that they've done to us, and just the knowledge that they have is crazy. Just like even I ask questions that like make me paranoid about the future of the info business. As you scale to 100k months, there's new issues and challenges, and there's nothing really I ask that doesn't get answered and like reassures me. And just like it's just the calm and collectiveness of the guys, like that they just know what they're doing. And you know, so it's so much easier to navigate your business when you're scaling up through 30, 40, 50k months and onto 100k months. So yeah, definitely appreciate you guys, and it's been unreal so far.